Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory and thanks unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and blessings and salutation and much love unto the elect. You few women and children that follow in sincerity and in truth. This here is for the men. Of course, I want to get into the word, the characteristics of discipline, which discipline is synonymous with being temperate. There's a few words. The words that I'm thinking of escape me at the moment, but that's what I'm going to get into it, and I'm going to pull a few scriptures, to show some characteristics and things as men of the Lord, that we are supposed to carry, how we're supposed to operate, because Salakia, the word discipline is synonymous with a disciple. Okay, in order to be a disciple, you have to have some type of self-control. You have to have some type of temperance. Okay, so with that being said, Lord willing, this is edifying to those that watch. So I want to get into this word, the etymology of discipline. Okay, and this is from the site online etymology, or let's see, etymonline.com. Okay, and it says discipline. It says from early 13th century, potential chastisement, punishment. From Old French, discipline, which is discipline, physical punishment, teaching, suffering, martyrdom. Okay, so it says physical punishment. Okay, because you have certain, like Paul was a great example of a disciple. Okay, he was a disciple, and he went through many things. Okay, he went through many chastisement, to make sure that the word of the Lord was teached. Okay, he wasn't concerned in lust. He wasn't concerned in things of this world. Okay, which is part of being a disciple. Because us in this day and time, we are disciples, but we have to deal with a lot of things, man. We have to deal with technology. We have to deal with families. We have to deal with Esau coming down on us with we're subject to payments. Okay, we have to deal with a bunch of different things to strive and be true disciples of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. So we're to follow the and Paul said it, man. He said to follow me, follow as I do, you do. So it's not gonna be it's not no easy road to being a disciple of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Okay, it's gonna be a bumpy road. He said it's gonna be long suffering. This is gonna be a bumpy road, man. So more to this word discipline. It says instruction given, teaching, learning, knowledge. Okay, I want to get this word here. It says military training. So like it says military training, that of orderly conduct as a result of training. So just like I said, how the scriptures say, Paul said, be a follower of him. Okay, because the Most High, if you go into the scriptures, he says he ordained us soldiers, man. Not only does that word soldier mean champions, but we're gonna have to be physical soldiers as well, man, in the near future. And the only way that we're gonna be able to carry out those actions of being a soldier, it starts with the scriptures. This is our training, being in the scriptures. Okay, following what the apostles and the disciplines and our forefathers did on the righteous end. That's what builds soldiers. That's what builds champions. Okay, being disciplined, fleeing youthful lust, which I'm going to get into that scripture here in a second. This is the word disciplinarian. Okay, it says one who enforces order, which we know that Yahweh Shemel Shai is all about order, man. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it to that. Now I'm gonna go to the dictionary.com. It says discipline. It says training. The noun version is training to act in accordance with rules. Okay, because when we in the scriptures, no, they are guidelines. All right, we can't just do whatever we want to. So it says training to act in accordance with rules. Punishment inflicted by way of correction or training. Activity, exercise, or regimen that develops or improves skill. Training. Okay, so the more disciplined we are in this thing, the more we are to grow in this thing. Okay, the more we'll understand Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the more we'll understand the scriptures, we'll understand spiritual gifts. Okay, that all comes with being disciplined. Okay, so I want to get into a couple of these scriptures that I have. First being with the book of 2 Timothy, the second chapter. 2 Timothy, the second chapter, in the 22nd verse. Okay, it says, flee youthful lusts, but follow after righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. Okay, so it says flee youthful lust, which is what, man? The things that we were into. And it's easy to go back into those things, but if you have discipline, if you have temperance, self-control, you're gonna you're not gonna go back into those things. That's why it says flee youthful lust, but follow after righteousness. The righteousness is of the scriptures. Okay, it's easy as hell to go off, man. It says wide as straight is the gate, but wide is straight is the gate, but wide is the gate that leadeth to destruction. Okay, that's going back. It says returning to your vomit. Okay, it's easy to go back into those things, but if you have self-control, if you have discipline, all right, ultimately, if you have love for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're not gonna go back to those things, man. You're not gonna let those things overtake you. I should say, you're not gonna let it overtake you and pull you back. Okay. Because it says, I was going to get the scripture in Sirach, but I'm just going to quote it, where it says, if you desire to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation, man. You know, because it's easy. It's easy to get, especially in this day and age that we live in, man. You know, it's so many different distractions, so many different logical things. You know, logical but not spiritual things that can slow you down in this truth. You know, and that's like taking care of your family. It's logical to take care of your family. It's good to take care of your family, but if your family's not for this truth, it's going to slow you down. You have to care for the things of this world. Okay, this is the book of Galatians chapter 5 verse 16. It says, this I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would, which is teaching this truth, going and hitting the highways and the byways, serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Like I just said, taking care of your family, it's logical, and that's what you're supposed to do. But that's something that's of the flesh, man. That's something that can pull you out of this truth if you get too indulged in it. We have to work for Esau. It's logical because we have to eat. But that's actually something that can pull you from the truth too. You get so focused on trying to take care of your family and take care of yourself and keep money in your pocket that you forgetting about Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Having abundance of women, you know. It's the list goes on and on, man. Because it says the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. They are contrary. Okay, but if you have self-discipline, if you have temperance, if you discipline yourself, these things won't overtake you, man, and you will learn how to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua with ease. Okay, and I want to get this one more scripture. The book of 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter. This is 1 Corinthians 9 and and 25. Matter of fact, 1 Corinthians 9 and 25. Okay. It says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. And now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible, which is getting that salvation, man. That is the incorruptible crown. We're seeking to please Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, not to please our own bellies, man. Not to please our own flesh. And the word Salakia. That word temperance. Salakia. Make sure I'm getting the right word. Okay, yeah, kind of says he is temperate in all things. Okay, and that word, let's see if I can get it to come up here. Salakia.
Strong's G 1467. Ekratuamai.
Okay, which means to be self-controlled, continent, to exhibit self-government, conduct oneself temperately. Yeah, exactly. Oh, here it goes. It says, in a figure drawn from athletes who, in preparing themselves for the games, abstain from unwholesome food, wine, and sexual indulgence. Which, no, we're not athletes in this thing. No, we are prophets. We are disciples. Okay, and we have to abstain from certain things to reach a certain goal, man. And that's that goal that we're trying to reach is salvation. That goal that we're trying to reach is being the elect. Because we don't know if we're the elect, but we're doing the things that the elect would do. Okay? We're practicing discipline and self-control and temperance as the elect would do, man. That's the road to salvation. So, we have to abstain from vain doctrines. You know, we have to abstain from idols. We have to abstain from what it says, sexual indulgence. Some we have to abstain from women throwing themselves at us. We have to abstain from a bunch of things, man. You know, in order to reach the goal, which it says, he that striveth for the master. We're striving for the mastery, man. So that should say it all. We're striving for the master. We're striving to please Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and pray that he gives us salvation, man. Pray that we're part of that 144,000, man. So that being said, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory, and much thanks to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and blessings and salutations unto the elect and you few women and children that follow. You know, Lord willing, this is edifying. That being said, I want to say Shalom.